Hey guys, the property behind me right there, that's a mastery property and happens to be Vajid's property. Vajid's an experienced investor, has done really, really well. I mean, in 8 months, he's bought 7 properties, couple of flips. But he called me today because, and this is the whole point of mastery, which is that before you buy a property, you pick up the phone and call us. So this property, it's half done. Electrical is done, we think, rough. Plumbing, same thing, framing and insulation. So the reason I'm here is because Vajid wasn't sure. And during his due diligence, he picked up the phone, calls me, and when I looked at it, I'm like, listen, I think it's going to be okay, but me just thinking it's okay is not good enough. I'm going to send you to the village with somebody to make sure everything is okay. Otherwise, we're going to negotiate a discount. Reason we're making this video, we're going to go inside because this is exactly what we want you to do. Make the call, ask for help, not because you're weak. Ask for help because you want to stay strong. See, we win a battle before it starts by making sure we put all the odds in our favor. And this is a perfect example of it. Let's go inside and let's see what the property looks like. This is a beautiful, beautiful brick property, happens to be in Maywood, and this is kind of the due diligence process. He just got this property under contract, came from
off market.
The owner has a bunch of taxes owed, but he called me because this is in Maywood. He's done a couple other properties in Maywood, just home run deals. But if you look at this property, right, it's kind of half finished, and this is the right time to reach out if you're in mastery. So electrical, we think is all done. We think all the plumbing is done. We think a lot of the framing is done, but the question is it done right? Right? So before you close, you need to start doing this due diligence. So what I said to him was that, I'm like, man, it's pretty good, but we're not 100% because none of us are plumbers, electricians, and or framers. So what the due diligence process that needs to happen is he's going to go with one of our plumbers to Maywood on Monday and do his homework, and he's going to put a FOIA on the property to make sure what is done, what is not done, so that in case the village is upset, village is pissed, they don't get upset with him. He's the person who's going to solve the problem. He's not the person who created the problem. This is really, really important for you and I to understand that when he goes to the village, I'm going to send somebody with him that's going to do kind of the talking for him because they have a good rapport with the village already. They know the building department. So this is important kind of for you. What was your reason for reaching out? Because at this point, you're an experienced investor.
I'm an experienced investor, but I think my concern was the numbers, right? I wasn't sure how much money I'm going to put into it going into the house. I was expecting that most of the work, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, rough has been done, so I can just come in and do a final closing and do the inspection. But that's one of the reasons I have no clue right now.
Okay, so if you notice, there's a lot of materials here, right, already, which is insulation is up, everything is done. And it may be done or it may be an issue. But the way it's done seems like it, at least from what we can tell, that it's done per the code. But because we don't know the code, we're just going to have that checked out. So it's really, really important that you don't get too excited, overly excited. He has it under contract. He's given earnest money. He is in attorney approval right now. So we're just going to get everything checked out. I'm not as concerned, at least from what I see, about the insulation and or electrical. What I am a little bit concerned about is plumbing. Some of the floors, some of the things are sagging a little bit. Now, this is common with these old houses. That's kind of what it is. Everything has been sistered properly. A lot of stuff has been furred out the way it's supposed to be. So clearly, it has been done by somebody who knows what they're doing, but we are unsure. So the whole point of this video is that you're going to run into these types of projects, but just please do not close on them before you do the homework. So let's kind of look at the numbers. You're buying the property for $185.
$185.
Right? You're asking for a little bit of a credit.
$5,000 credit.
$5,000. So his cost is $180. Now, on top of that, flip or a rental?
Flip.
Okay. So we're thinking about $60, but he's going to finish the basement also. So that's going to add another, 10, 12 to it. So now you're at 70. Now any unknowns happen, so now you're at 75 to 80, right? So 180 purchase plus 80, that puts him at 260 all in. Plus you have carrying cost a little bit, and you're going to have selling cost. Now he happens to be an agent also, so that'll save him a little bit of money, but at least you have another 30,000 in cost, about 15, 18 for carrying, and another 10, 15. So his all-in cost, and this is an important number, is going to be somewhere around 280 plus
290 maybe, yeah.
290 to 300. What we think he can sell the property for is somewhere between 370 to 400. That is something that we think he can get it done. But this, all of it, finishing it, putting it back on the market, all of this needs to happen right now. We're April, May, June. The property needs to be back on the market, ideally early June, ideally. Yeah. But probably it's going to be middle to end of June. Then you have, you go into July where the market starts slumping. So that is something he's going to have to pay attention to. So if you made about 60 on the property or maybe 70 on the property, would you be happy?
I'm happy, yeah.
So it's going to be, so that I think he will make, right? Yeah. Is he going to make much more than that? I don't think so. And if he does, it's, God's blessing. So I wanted to just make this video that if you run into properties like this, please make sure you reach out. Let's do our homework first. Otherwise, let's renegotiate it. Do not lose a deal like this, because this one is a money maker. So it's important to keep that in mind. Talk to you guys soon.
Yep. And I want to say thank you to Andrew coming out here. Appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. That's what Mastery is about.